Good Sunday morning, good people. How are you? I hope all is well with you today. You all know me. I go by the name of TMOT, aka Derrick Grayson, constitutionalist, conservative, and a non-apologetic Trump supporter. As always on my house cleaning, you can like it, you can share it. Seek first to understand, then to be understood. Never take the light of truth and place it under a basket. So why am I here today? I am here to address a beta male by the name of Nathan Wilson. And I'm going to explain why he is a beta male. He is a libertarian, obviously upset with me about what? I don't know. So let me set the record straight once and for all. He came onto my Facebook wall, called me a damn liar, not just a liar, a damn liar. Then got jazzy with my daughter who posted my response to him. See, now he's, going nastily at my daughter. Now, folks, this is an individual that would not step to my face and do such a thing. I know it. He knows it. Hell, everybody knows it. But this is Facebook. It's a keyboard warrior. And I was as kind and nice as I could be and explain what happened. So I'm going to tell you how this started and the truth of the matter with those in the Libertarian Party. I made a post starting out that I had been unfriended by more people in the last few days than I have in the previous 2 months. Why is that? Because I supported Donald Trump's move in taking a man who was engaged in killing our allies as well as American citizens. He even attacked one of our embassies over in Iraq. And all of the libertarians, see, I don't want to generalize because there are a lot of libertarians whom I have come to know that I have even grown to love, which gets me to what this is about. Yes, I supported Ron Paul and Rand Paul. Wrote Ron Paul in even after he dropped out of the race. Wasn't even on the ballot. But I refused to vote for any of the rhinos that had ran in the primary, and I refused to vote for the rhino that was on the ballot, Mitt Romney, in that particular election, because I am a man of principles. And this guy said I have no integrity, no principles, whatever else it is he said. So because of my remarks about the general being killed, these particular libertarians just came from everywhere. Some guy named Jack Wooten, another guy named Derrick Davis. People say, I thought you were a Ron Paul supporter. Let me make something perfectly clear. I supported Ron Paul. I do not kneel to Ron Paul. I do not kneel to any man. People have said, well, Trump can do no wrong in your eyes. That is complete BS. I have never, ever said that. We are all men. But do I support what Trump has been doing? Yes, because I understand what the end goal is. And I tell people I don't regret supporting Ron Paul, but I don't agree with all that Ron Paul said or stood for. But in principle, I supported Ron Paul, limited government, okay? Our taxation, the Federal Reserve. I supported all of that. But nowhere did Ron Paul say there should never be any taxes. There should not be any borders, just complete open borders. Oh, there shouldn't be any government at all. And here's a man who's been in Washington, D.C. 20 plus years. Those words never came out of his mouth. But the other things that the man talked about, I supported it. Yes, I believe in the non-intervention policy. I believe that we are not the police of the world. Yes, I supported all of those things. But nowhere, ever, have I said that I am a libertarian. And that's what brought this beta male and I'm going to explain that beta male part, out with his nonsense on my wall, no less. You see, the Women's Lib had a movement that said we don't want any more wars. We should train our boys up to not war. And how do we do that? We got to give them dolls. We've got to teach them to emote, shout, scream, cry, let it all hang out. And that's why Judge Joe Brown, because I was putting some quotes out there about him, he said that is what led to all of these emotional black males that we see running around shooting up the neighborhood. They get to shouting, screaming, doing all manner of that nonsense, and they express themselves with bullets. All right? So that came from Judge Joe Brown, and I recognize it. But what these particular people don't recognize is that that's not who I am. And when I said I have never been a libertarian, here he comes. And let me tell you what he based it on. Let me tell you a quick story. When I finished my campaign in 2016, I was done. Scott Jones is my witness. Travis Clavon is my witness. He has even said so, Derrick. I remember why you came down there, and it happened just the way you did. But does this idiot, Nathan Wilson, understand that? I'm sure he knows, but he refuses to acknowledge the truth. And that's cool. That's cool. What happened, I got a phone call from a Libertarian member who literally begged me. I said, man, I just finished a long campaign and I'm burnt. But man, we need you. I said, what do you need me for? I'm not a libertarian. People listen to you, T-Mot. We got this guy, Gary Johnson. Y'all all know who Gary Johnson is. Well, he's bringing this guy, William Whale, to run as his VP. We don't want that. Hell, many of us don't even want Gary Johnson. We'd rather have Austin Peterson. This was their thing. And this group of individuals came to me for my help with their party. I'm like, this is weird. I consulted with Scott. Scott said, well, hey, man, if you go, I'll go with you. So I told this guy, if I come down there, it's all on you. Hotel, transportation, whole 9 yards. I'm not spending a nickel because I'm doing it only because you're saying you need my help and I would like to help you. I researched William Whale, the guy, gun grabber. He was a former Democrat. Hell, I don't know what else he may have been, but he's certainly no conservative. He's certainly, I don't believe, a libertarian. I just think he wanted to be on the ballot. I don't damn know, but everybody knew that Gary Johnson had enough power to where if he said, this is who I want you to vote for, that's what the people in the Libertarian Party was going to do. I don't know all of the inner workings. I don't care. So I went, Scott and I, and got there, and they came to me with a strategy. Listen, we want to get you up on that stage. I say, man, I'm not a libertarian. How am I going to get up on that stage? We'll get you on the stage. Will you work with us? I said, okay, what's your plan? Here's their plan in a nutshell. We will nominate you as a VP candidate. We got to get X number of votes, which they went and got. And you have to fill out this membership card. Oh, and this guy, Nathan Porter, he's lying, he's a damn liar. He was a libertarian. I got a good mind to go and pull the card and post it. Go ahead and post it, Nathan. Put it out there for everybody to see, because there ain't no shame in my game. The issue is with your party, not with T-Mot. So I filled out the card. They paid the fee. I got up on stage, and this was my speech. It's still out there online. I dropped out. And I admonished them. I say, don't be like the Republicans in my party who select rhinos, people who pretend to be conservative when they are not. Be smarter than that. Everybody that voted for me, vote for Larry Sharp. And if you are thinking of voting for William Whale, this is who the man really is. Don't do it. And I got off the stage. When I said it, you could hear the boos of those libertarians that did not want me on stage saying what I said about my guy pick, Gary Johnson's pick, William Weld. I guess Gary Johnson thought that 2 governors on stage, man, we can get to do it. And I've had people tell me, man, the only thing the libertarians are into is the fact that they want to legalize weed. Well, I know libertarians. I don't judge them by being libertarians, and I know that is not what all they want. I even voted for the libertarian candidate for governor here in Georgia. I even voted for the libertarian candidate for Senate after I lost. I vote for people based on what they say they represent or the record of how they have led. That's me. And what people don't seem to understand about me is that just because I support a person doesn't mean that I believe in everything that they believe in wholeheartedly. I believe that we need taxation of some kind, not the IRS for income tax. Hell no. This country has existed without the income tax. I would rather have a national sales tax. The fair tax is what I supported, and I still support it. I believe that we need government because there are fools. But do I support government in all that it does? Hell no. How many times have you heard me rallying about the lives of Negroes that have been destroyed over the war on drugs? How many times have you seen me posting about people that have lost decades of their lives because they were wrongly convicted or set on death row, and our judicial system refused to allow DNA to even be tested? Can you say Kamala Harris heals up? So that's what I'm talking about. So just because I support one man does not mean that I drank all of the libertarian Kool-Aid. You will not find, matter of fact, I didn't even say on stage that day that I was a libertarian. I am a conservative constitutionalist. That is the beginning of it, and that is the end of it. Outside of that, I am a Christian alpha male, not a beta male. No one can ever claim that I have gone on their wall and called them a name. I don't even call people a name on my wall unless I'm telling them to piss off. And Nathan Wilson, he can piss off, and I will tell him to his face. But instead, this beta male gets an attitude and goes on my wall because I said I never was, nor am I, a libertarian. And I'm not. I am not a libertarian. Never claimed to be. You won't find a single post in social media where I have ever claimed to be a libertarian. You won't find a single video where I have intimated that I was a libertarian, because I'm not. I am a conservative and a constitutionalist. And people that have a problem with us killing somebody that's trying to kill us, see, they think that when I say that I mean that means that I am an interventionalist and I want to be over in Iraq fighting wars and Iran fighting wars. Nowhere have I ever said that. And why these particular idiots can't grasp that, it is beyond me. I do not advocate for war, but I know that Trump couldn't get elected and snap his fingers and all is well that day. There are issues that our country created, Bush, Obama, Clinton, that must be dealt with. There is the deep state. It must be dealt with. And if there are people out there being used by the deep state that are trying to kill us for the purposes of keeping us entrenched overseas, they must be dealt with. The general snoozed, and he got caught, and he got killed, and rightfully so. You attack us, we kill you. And I have always said, and everybody, I didn't know you were an interventionalist. If somebody walked up on me and tried to kill someone that I care about or myself, I am an interventionalist. I am going to pull out my 9mm and put a bullet in their brain if God gives me the strength and the upper hand to do so. I will stop them before they can do harm to me or those that I care about. So if that makes me an interventionalist, then so be it. I ain't mad, and I'm not upset about it, and I'm not ashamed. But Nathan Wilson, you, sir, need to stay the hell off of my wall. Now, I know I could block you, but I'm not, because I want other libertarians to see. One libertarian whom I respect and admire, Doug Craig, said, I have always known you to be the conservative part of the Ron Paul movement. And yes, I saw what the guy did. And one other person verified, and I've already mentioned his name, that my account of the story of why I was at that convention in Orlando, Florida, is true. I want y'all to know about these libertarians that is within your party. If other libertarians in your party felt that they had to reach out to me, pay my way to come to Orlando and devise a means for which I could get up on stage simply to tell you this one simple thing: don't be like the Republicans, the rhino supporters in the GOP, the Republican Party, by voting for and continuing to re-elect rhinos. Be better than that. That was my message to their party. But these fools attack me. This fool gets on my wall and calls me a damn liar. Go ahead and paste that membership card, Nathan Wilson. I hope I didn't say Nathan Porter earlier. But Nathan Wilson, go ahead and put it out there. There ain't no shame in my game. It says more about your party, people in your party, than it does me. It says that there are some honorable people in your party that was trying to do the right thing because they knew people like you wouldn't listen. And this is what else solidifies the fact that you are a beta male that don't even have the balls to step to me and say it in my face. When I was in Orlando, you could have walked up to me right then and said, what the hell are you doing here? Because you knew I had just finished running as a conservative in the Republican Party. You could have dealt with it right then, but you didn't say a damn thing to me. But you wait and get on my wall and want to call me a damn liar. See me, beta male. See me instead and address me like a man. Don't get behind no keyboard and try to act like you all this and that, because we know you're not. You're a beta male. And what beta males do, they get upset when they see somebody saying something that they don't agree with. I got a news feed, got 5,000 friends, the max. I've got 13, 14,000 people following me. You know how much stuff I see that I don't agree with? But do I get on people's walls and talk crap? Do I go on their wall and post nonsense? Do I call them liars? Do I do anything? No. Nobody can say I've ever done that to them, because I don't, because I'm a man. I let other people make up their own minds. They're welcome to come to my wall, and they can even disagree. But I don't call your names. I'll tell you to piss off. And if you upset me enough, I may call you a fool if you have called me a name, because you are foolish for calling me a name. That's what I do. That's what alpha males do. That's how they operate. That's how they carry themselves. But these beta males that are a product of the feminist movement, what they do, they act like females. They emote, they scream, they shout, they let it all hang out. Don't be a beta male, be alpha males. And Nathan Wilson, step off, chief. T-Mod out, drive time till next time. Go talk to your party and deal with your party about your internal issues, so that the next time around, no one is calling me offering to pay my way to your next convention to speak to your people because you won't. T-Mod out, drive time till next time.